Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on this Saturday, May 18th.
Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Tiff, for being with us this morning.
Yes, it's going to be a hot day today.
It's going to be a hot day, but a good day to go see Stevie Nicks, who's in town. I hope she's watching, but I know she stays up all night. Okay. So she's probably sleeping, getting ready for tonight's concert. Sarah Spivey, biggest fan.
I love Stevie Nicks. I love her. In fact, on my personal Facebook page, she's like the main cover photo there.
I don't think I've ever been to your personal Facebook page.
Yeah, it's hidden. All right. Outside right now, we have got some sunshine. It is a beautiful start to the day. It's 70 degrees and totally sunny in San Antonio. But we do have some areas where we've got some fog. So visibility is down to about 0 miles in Pleasanton, visibility down to only a mile in Gonzales, down to 0 miles in Victoria. For counties southeast of Bexar County, we're talking Gonzales County, DeWitt County, Lavaca County, and Karnes County. There is a dense fog advisory until 9 o'clock. But right now, the fog is really starting to burn off, and we're going to have nothing but a sunny day. In fact, 96 for the high. It's going to be hot, feeling like 100. This weekend is going to be our hottest weekend of the year so far. Tomorrow, 94. Some morning clouds, but still pretty toasty during the day. So find a pool, find a way to stay cool. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk a little bit about air quality. Air quality may take a brief dip in the afternoon because of ozone. I'll tell you what you need to know in just a few. Tiffany.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a woman is recovering after a train crashed into the car she was driving overnight. It happened just before 3 a.m. at a train track crossing near Austin Street and Burleson Street, just northeast of downtown. San Antonio police say a woman was trying to cross the tracks when the crossing arms came down and the woman stopped on the tracks in a panic. Police say the train ended up hitting the vehicle, spinning it around and dragging it down the tracks. The woman was shaken up and was checked by EMS for minor injuries. The woman was alone in the vehicle and no other injuries were reported.
Well, people in one neighborhood say they are living on edge more than a week after 2 gunmen fired into a home, killing a 4-year-old girl. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says 2 gunmen fired into a home near Windsor Hollow and Walsham Road, hitting 5 members of a family. A 4-year-old girl died from her wounds, and now neighbors say they won't rest until the shooters that you're seeing on your screen there are caught.
How the vibe is out here, it done got quiet. Like, people don't want to come outside.
It's just very scary in the neighborhood right now. We just want them caught.
Sheriff's investigators are asking people if they recognize those suspects in the surveillance photos to please call them with any information. Right there on your screen, you see those suspects and that number, 210-335-6000.
Stephen Clare back in a Bexar County courtroom a little over a year after he allegedly attacked his ex-wife and 2 young daughters. 11-month-old Willow died from her injuries. Clare is facing the death penalty in this case. Yesterday, one of Clare's defense attorneys told us there is a concern that not all evidence will be turned over in a timely manner and doesn't believe the trial will even take place this year.
You can be ready, but I don't think that that's going to happen. These take a lot of time. They're very tough cases to work. They're higher level cases, so I would think that it would be a disservice to all sides to go to trial at that time.
If Clare is found guilty, he faces life in prison without parole, or he will be sent to death row. This case is featured in our latest episode of Texas Crime Stories. We examine what's happened over the past year and hear from Mariah Gardner, who talks about her journey from the day of the attack to how she and her family are healing now. You can find the episode on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or the KSAT YouTube page.
CentroMed says hackers accessed its computer network and got their hands on some patient information that could include social security numbers and medical records. The healthcare provider said this happened on or about April 30th and that involves current and former patients. So this comes 3 days after some patients were having issues with the network. In an email received yesterday, CentroMed said they, quote, began providing notice to patients whose information may have been involved in the incident, and that CentroMed takes this incident very seriously and sincerely regrets any concern this may cause. CentroMed has more information about this online. If you have questions, you can call 888-990-8424 between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
This morning, at least 5 people are dead following those deadly storms that blew through the Houston area. Winds were so strong that high-rise windows were blown out and 18-wheelers were flipped. The destruction also left hundreds of thousands in the dark. This morning, more than 289,000 people in Harris County still don't have power. The National Weather Service also has confirmed 100-mile-per-hour winds blew through downtown Houston. A disaster declaration is now in effect for Harris County.
Rudy Giuliani served an indictment on Friday night, according to the Arizona Attorney General's office in Florida. Trump's former lawyer is facing charges for his alleged scheme to overturn the 2020 election results in Arizona. The summons is a formal notice that Giuliani has been criminally charged and must appear before a judge on May 21st.
New data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows San Antonio added more people than any other city last year. According to the census, San Antonio added nearly 22,000 people in 2023. That pushes the city's population to nearly 1.5 million people. Other Texas cities that broke into the top 10 include Fort Worth at number 2, Houston in 7th, and Georgetown at 8.
Look at us grow. We continue to do so. It's 8:06 and 70 degrees. Before we head to break, we want to bring the attention to San Antonio's music scene. Let's take a listen.
Amsterdam, Amsterdam, I hear you calling. And it's goodbye, San Antonio. Hello, Amsterdam.
We're putting the spotlight on the local music scene. You can scan the QR code on your screen here shortly, and it will take you to the latest episode of SA Vibes, KSAT's local music series.
It's a really cool series, and this month we're featuring Garrett T. Capps. He blends alt country with San Antonio flavor and was featured in Rolling Stone magazine. Very cool. We caught up with Garrett at Lonesome Rose and asked about the music scene here in San Antonio.
There's not really like a music industry kind of around here that's pumping out music to the masses. So I mean, it's very down home and familial in San Antonio, but it's really inspiring and cool to see bands take their music outside of town and all over the globe.
So Garrett has toured both nationally and internationally for this SA Vibe set. He's joined by Josh Baca on the accordion, who plays with Los Tex Maniacs. We'll be right back. Taking a live look outside, 70 degrees out there. Sarah's saying, oh my gosh, this is the hottest weekend so far of the year. And it's only gonna get hotter.
Yeah, there's actually gonna be a few days where we'll be pushing 100 next week. So yeah, it is definitely gonna feel like summer all weekend long. Find a way to stay cool by a pool or a splash pad, something. But
we're seeing like really high numbers along the border too.
Oh yeah,
Del
I'll
Rio?
show you the high temperatures for those folks in Del Rio and Eagle Pass. If you want to get outside, now's a good time to get some of that yard work done or just go for a jog or a walk. Temperatures are in the 70s and even in the 60s. It's 66 in Converse, 68 in Rio Medina. Good morning, Bernie, 66 degrees, 69 in Seguin, 66 in Uvalde, and 65 in Utopia. But we are quickly going to warm here. We've got clearing skies. By noon, it's going to be 85. In the afternoon, we'll be at 92 by 2, but 96 for the high temperature around 4, 5 o'clock this afternoon. Even by 8, we're still going to be in the 90s. And as we were just mentioning, even hotter out closer to the border. Here's a look at the forecast highs for all of the KSAT 12 viewing area. Del Rio, I'm so sorry, 104 degrees for the high temperature in Del Rio today. Eagle Pass at 100, Carrizo Springs at 100. You know, I had a great question on Twitter or X or whatever you call it. Why is Del Rio usually hotter than San Antonio when we're kind of at the same latitude? Well, the reason why is because Del Rio, it's drier in Del Rio than it is in San Antonio, and dry air heats up easily and more easier than humid air. So 104 in Del Rio for the high, but at least it'll be a dry heat. still going to be very hot. Around San Antonio, 96, 92 in Seguin, 94 New Braunfels. Couple of degrees shaved off from the higher elevations, so 92 in Boerne, 97 in Hondo, 98 in Uvalde, and 93 in Canyon Lake. One thing I want to mention, just to let you know, today is an ozone action day. There's a few hours in the afternoon from about 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. where if you are sensitive to the ozone in the atmosphere, and you know who you are if you are, then the air could briefly become unhealthy for just about an hour or so. So the best thing for you to do is to maybe carpool today. And if you know you're sensitive to ozone between about 2 and 6, that's when we could have elevated numbers. Let's take a look at clouds and radar across the nation. You can see that we've got some storminess for New Orleans and the Gulf Coast states, which have been dealing with a lot in just the last couple of days. I mean, remember Houston? Houston dealt with 100-mile-per-hour winds, and I was mentioning that it is hot today across the state of Texas, and that is not good news because parts of Houston and parts of Harris County are looking at up to about 500,000 customers without power in Harris County. Not great when you consider the fact that it is going to be very hot over the next few days. I know that they're trying to restore power as quickly as possible, but still not a good situation for folks around Houston with power outages and heat on the way. There is a cold front to our north, but it's just a tease because that upper level heat high or that heat dome is going to be building over Texas, forcing that colder air to stay to the north. So we are going to stay hot in Texas, not only this weekend, but into next week as well. I've taken a look at Tuesday's high, 97 degrees on Tuesday. So I think we'll avoid seeing 100 degrees for now, but it's still going to feel like it with the higher humidity. And as far as rain chances go, I mean, we've really only got a small 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So no major relief from the heat in the week ahead. But coming up, I've got the pollen count, which just came in. And as I mentioned, find a pool. I've got to look at your poolside forecast for the day today. Should be nice to enjoy those area pools for the first time this season.
So the yardio before like 1 o'clock.
I'd say do the yardio, do the yard work right now until about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Digging a hole for a turtle pond. I'm glad it's really hot outside.
What is your turtle's name?
Harley.
Okay, you got to send me a picture on KSAT Connect. I'll post a picture of Harley.
Okay, will do.
Thanks, Sarah. Time now, 8:15, 70 degrees.
There's a lot going on this weekend across the Alamo City. Stevie Nicks! She's in town tonight. We're going to tell you about some other events happening after the break. If you're an educator looking for a job, listen up. Pre-K for SA is hosting a job fair this morning. They have a lot of open positions to fill for the upcoming school year. So if you're interested in teaching young kids, helping them grow, this is your chance to apply.
The job fair will be at the West Education Center on Enrique Barrera Parkway from 9 to 11 today. If you are interested in going, they ask that you apply online before the event at prekforsa.com.
And if you're wanting to listen to some Tejano music, the 42nd annual Tejano en Conjunto Festival is back, happening today and tomorrow. More than 20 of the Texas best conjunto bands and performers will be playing at Rosedale Park.
This is the first and longest running conjunto festival in the country. Tickets are on sale right now, and you can find ticket information and the event lineup and more on KSAT.com. I've reported at this festival before.
You've danced live on air.
Oh, yes, I have. Yes. Good times and good people, good energy. It's always a good time there.
All right, music kicks off at noon. It's 8:19 and 71 degrees.
A coffee shop that's raising money for a good cause, and it's right here in San Antonio. Up next, SA Live's Jen Tobias-Strutsky takes us to La Vida Coffee.
Raise a cup of coffee for a good cause. That's what one downtown Java spot is all about.
La Vida Coffee is not just a cafe. It's helping to fund a nonprofit that's raising awareness for all diabetics. SA Live's Jen Tobias-Strutsky takes us there.
It's one of the newest coffee shops in San Antonio. Today we take you to La Vida Coffee Lounge, where the purpose will take you to new heights. Let's go inside. And I'm here now with Victor, the owner here at La Vida Coffee Lounge. Hello, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming.
So you're about to celebrate your 1-year anniversary here. Let's talk about the story behind the coffee shop, which I think is really cool.
All right. Yes, this is set up as a nonprofit. The name of the nonprofit is the Diabetic Foundation. Diabetic Foundation. I am a type 1 diabetic, and San Antonio has a lot of diabetics. So one of the things that you'll see is we have a lot of sugar-free flavors, which is very welcoming for a lot of people that come in. You can sort of tell. But the goal of the Diabetic Foundation and the coffee shop, where the proceeds go to, is to fund a trip around the world. As a diabetic, I believe that you have to go out and live life. I've done things as far as rappelling off of the Thompson building or MS 150, riding bike 150 miles, half marathons, and I think there's no limitations as long as you control your blood sugar.
Wow, okay, now let's go back to what you said. Some of the proceeds here, which go to the nonprofit, are helping to fund a trip around the world. But let's explain that more to our viewers, a trip that you plan to take, correct?
Yes, so I have a pilot's license. And with that, I fly for Civil Air Patrol, which is an auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force. But I will be getting a plane. I have an incredible pilot mentor. She's 72 years old. Wow. And she's been flying for 50 years. She's also an airplane mechanic. Her name's Diane, and she's incredible.
Wow, shout out to Diane. That's awesome.
So working with her, I have had the opportunity to do a lot of flying. Last year, I flew in Brazil. When I say I didn't fly to Brazil, there's some international regulations, but flew in Brazil, I flew in Argentina, and I flew in Cancun. So that is to get experience as I start to plan. And I've already met another person. There's only been 153 people that have flown around the world. One of those lives 15 minutes from me in Spring Branch.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Yes, it's great.
Small world, I guess, after all.
Very small.
Well, so the story behind it, the purpose, I love it. Going back to the nonprofit, and yes, a lot of diabetics in San Antonio. Now let's talk coffee.
Yes.
What's on the menu? What are some of the drinks we're going to see today?
So everything is espresso based. We do have brewed coffee, but we have great baristas. Some of them pull from other coffee shops, and they all love coffee. I'm
now with the amazing team of baristas here. I have Topher with me. Tell me who else we have here, Topher.
We have Destiny over here, and we have Anaya on board.
All right, so let's see what we're going to make today. I noticed you guys have a lot of sugar-free options, more than the average place.
Absolutely, yeah. Most coffee shops have like maybe 1 or 2 sugar-free options. We have a variety. We have like 7 or 8 different sugar-free options over here, in addition to a full assortment of normal options as well.
Okay, I see that lavender over there. So what are you going to make first? What are we going to make first?
I think we're going to make a sugar-free lavender oat milk latte.
Okay.
The current favorite on the menu is the banana split latte.
Banana split's really exciting because it has a little bit of banana cream syrup, which is kind of rare. It also has white mocha as well.
And if you're not into coffee, they have a strawberry matcha.
All right, I've had a wonderful time here at La Vida Coffee Lounge. What you're looking at right here is the pilot logbook. So every pilot who has come in here for a cup of coffee has signed that. They log their hours too. Another really cool element here at the coffee shop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give this banana split latte a try. So good. And if you like people watching, then this should be your go-to spot. For more information on La Vida Coffee Lounge, head to our website, salive.com. Click the As Seen on SA Live tab. Cheers.
Good morning. It's 8:30 on this Saturday, May 18th.
Happy Saturday. Tiff, it's so good that you're with us this morning.
Yes, you know, I just passed through that area over there, and the sun.
Of the studio?
Yeah, that area. No, but it's so beautiful right now outside.
The sun is out. I know we haven't been seeing a lot of sunshine. It's been kind of just a consistent like clouds, high humidity. rain. But Sarah, that's not the case this weekend.
Sunny in San Antonio, and it's going to be sunny elsewhere soon. We do have some areas of patchy fog, but all weekend long feeling like summer, okay? Not only is it going to be hot, but it's going to be sunny too. Take a look outside. Weather where you live in San Antonio, as you can see, we're looking right at the airport, totally sunny and 70 degrees. In New Braunfels, 68, but look at the visibility in New Braunfels. Visibility is down to half a mile because there are some areas of patchy fog. Seguin, 69, Bernie, 68. By the way, in the pollen count, doesn't look great. I mean, molds are moderate at 950. They're right on the cusp of being high. So keep in mind that if you are particularly allergic to mold, that could be an issue today. Grass is low at 20. Enjoy the pool today. It's going to be a nice day to kick off summer by the pool. Temperature is climbing steadily. Noon, 85, 96 for the high today. I do want to remind you, friendly reminder, use the sunscreen today. UV index is going to be very high. Skin damage time within 15 minutes or so. All right, this weekend is going to be our hottest weekend of the year so far. There will be hotter weekends, but so far this will be the hottest weekend. I do want to mention that today is an ozone action day. In the afternoon, the air quality could be affected by higher levels of ozone. We'll talk about that coming up and who will be most affected. And then finally, next week, it's all about the heat. It's going to feel like 100 degrees each day. So yeah, summer, it's here. It's going to feel hot over the next several days. Any chance for rain? I'll have those details coming up.
Sarah, thank you. Well, history has been made for San Antonio travelers. A getaway to Germany with no connecting flights required. This is the first nonstop transatlantic flight to Europe. Took off last night.
Our Avery Everett was there as the first flight from Frankfurt to SA landed here in the Alamo City.
As the engines roared, cheers of celebration broke out. This flight from Frankfurt, Germany made history as San Antonio's first transatlantic flight.
We now can say SAT has a nonstop flight to Europe.
Condor Airlines now has a home at San Antonio International. Terminal A now holds the company's check-in counters and its gates. And this is something the city has been waiting years for.
It is impossible to overstate the historic nature of today.
Signs across San Antonio International show the success. And stories from people across the world show the impact.
So it's Condor's first flight and it's your first international flight?
First, yes. First time out of the United States, yes.
For so many flying out of the Alamo City, this flight is a new opportunity.
I'm actually going to Milan to take a cruise out of Savona.
Frankfurt came out, a good price, and we're going to visit friends in Dusseldorf.
And the city hopes it builds more connections overseas.
It provides an opportunity to share our wonderful city with new visitors, and provides an estimated economic impact, by the way, of $34 million during the next 2 summers.
So while this may be the first transatlantic flight, San Antonio International says it's far from the last.
And the celebration doesn't stop on Friday night. This is a seasonal flight that runs now through September 6th. It takes air on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we know right now it'll run this summer and next. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Avery. Happening today, Meals on Wheels San Antonio hosting its annual Beat the Heat distribution event in just a few minutes.
This event will provide people with fans, cooling kits, and community resources. Our photojournalist Alexis is out there, and let's check in with her right now. It is a beautiful day to do this event. The event provides clients with fans, as we mentioned, cooling kits and community resources, so deliveries will be done by community members alongside Bexar County Precinct 2 Commissioner's Office and City of San Antonio Districts 9 and 10.
See all of the stacks of water out there. So the San Antonio Office of Emergency Management says adults over 65 are one of 4 population groups that are the highest risk on these days with the high temperatures.
While drinking water and protection from the heat are essential, Meals on Wheels San Antonio does what it can to get appropriate care to people by providing fans along with cooling kits.
Those kits include cooling towels, reusable cold packs, and True Lemon packets to enrich water flavor while maintaining healthy hydration levels. For more information, you can visit their website, mowsatexas.org. And now to your morning headlines. A health alert. Metro Health is reporting that a mosquito pool tested positive for West Nile virus in San Antonio. So the infected pool is in the southwest San Antonio area near Ray Ellison Boulevard and Loop 410. So crews are set to begin fogging that area next week. As a reminder to keep mosquitoes away, be sure to remove standing water around the house. Make sure to clean up any grass, leaves, or pet waste that it can be contaminated by water, and protect yourself by using insect repellent on your skin not covered by clothing.
A new UT Health San Antonio study reveals the keto diet may affect your heart and kidneys. Research suggests people take a break from the diet, as the diet can lead to aging of cells in normal tissues, particularly affecting heart and kidney function. It's recommended for people on this diet to take a different approach and plan out breaks. To read more about this study, head to KSAT.com and look for this article.
A new study published by JAMA Network Open says children who eat ultra-processed foods are more likely to have significant health problems as adults, which include heart attack, diabetes, and stroke. So we're talking foods like chips, chicken nuggets, soft drinks. They often have these types of preservatives that improve taste and fight bacteria, but researchers advise parents to add more nutritious foods like fresh fruits and fresh veggies to their children's diet.
His story is the stuff of legend, yet for many others, Pauly Rodriguez's reputation is history untold. He was the founder of the first Tejano settlement in the Texas Hill Country.
Known as a rugged frontiersman, it's said he fought Indians and bears and mountain lions, yet Jesse Degollado tells us Pauly Rodriguez was all that and more.
The Texas Hill Country as we know it was the wild frontier in the mid-1800s, not for the faint of heart. To survive out here, it's said took a true Tejano frontiersman.
Bowie, Crockett, Kit Carson, I think he's all of that rolled into one.
Policarpio Pauly Rodriguez was said to be much like his father and grandfather before him.
Hello, Pauly, we're here.
A descendant, Rudy Rodriguez, showed us Pauly's headstone, which says it all. He was an Indian scout for the Army, a surveyor, county judge, public servant. A Texas Ranger badge and Masonic Lodge tributes also adorn Pauly's gravesite.
Is there anything that he didn't do? I mean, really.
As you'll soon see, that came later in life. And what a life it was to have included camels during what was known as the Great Camel Experiment in nearby Camp Verde. After some got away, Pauly not only found them by a creek, he saw the land was perfect for grazing, brimming with wildlife and water.
For him, it was paradise, and he was determined to purchase some of it and begin his ranch.
In all, 4,000 acres surrounding Pauly's Peak, the highest in Bandera County. It became the first settlement for Tejanos in the Hill Country, many who'd felt unwelcomed in San Antonio after the Alamo.
Pauly, Texas even had a one-room schoolhouse for the 40 or so children of those first native Tejano ranching families to settle in the Texas Hill Country.
Enter Pauly's Chapel. I call this the chapel in the wilderness. To have a church for 100 people in 1882 is a lot.
It would symbolize the religious conversion of a man with a storied and adventurous past.
The word of the Lord comes to him. He has an epiphany.
Tejanos were mostly Catholic. Yet not only did Pauly become a Methodist, he rode from town to town as a circuit preacher. After that, Pauly met and married a much younger woman who gave him 4 children. Yet just 2 months after this photo, Pauly Rodriguez died of pneumonia in 1914 at the age of 85. He who had braved the wiles of the Texas Hill Country had been caught ill-prepared during a blue norther, taking coats and blankets to a family with none. But that, says his descendant, speaks to who Pauly Rodriguez was.
It's like he's still a living legend.
A very interesting story.
I love Jesse's storytelling.
Yes, it's nice for this weekend morning show. It's perfect.
I love her storytelling. I will take a Jessie story every day. It's 8:41 and 72 degrees. Take a look outside with live cam.
Yeah, after the break, we're going to check in with RJ Marquez. He's going to tell us about some of the big closures happening this weekend, and we'll tell you ahead to pack some patience. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. If you're headed out on the roads this weekend, you want to be aware of all the closures that are taking place.
Here's RJ Marquez with the latest in traffic.
Well, drivers on the northwest side, unfortunately, you already know the drill. We have some more major closures taking place on 1604 and I-10. So let's go ahead and break down this closure that's going to be running through the weekend starting late on Friday night. So basically I-10 east and westbound from UTSA Boulevard up to La Cantera at the rim, that will be shut down in both directions. 1604 though here from La Cantera will be shut down all the way now to Stone Oak Parkway in both directions. Yes, that includes the eastbound and the westbound lanes here. So some major closures taking place here for all of our drivers on the north side of town and the northwest side of town. But there is maybe some good news here in the future. So TxDOT is basically saying that if they can get some of this work wrapped up early enough this weekend, they may be able to reopen 1604 east and westbound, basically from Vance Jackson to Stone Oak Parkway by early Sunday, maybe early Sunday afternoon. So again, that will mean that we will have now 6 main lanes open in both directions of 1604, basically from Vance Jackson to Stone Oak Parkway. That includes an extra main lane. So that is good news. But again, we just have to get through this major closure, which is running through the weekend, and hopefully they can get all this work wrapped up by Monday, 5 a.m. All right, we have more information on this closure on KSAT.com. Make sure you guys stay safe, give yourself enough time, and plan ahead if you are going to be driving around the northwest side.
You know, these reminders from RJ are really important. That I-10 1604 traffic gets me every weekend. It adds so much time to my commute.
Not upset about it at all.
You know, I know eventually it is going to be a quicker thing.
But you're saying like at least like an hour.
Sometimes.
Like, so, okay.
You have to take the access roads.
Yeah.
You don't sit on 10 until you get to that one lane that they shove everybody on. Make sure to get off beforehand onto the access road.
So if you're
still going to be waiting in traffic
at 6 p.m. downtown, or you're going to the Stevie Nicks concert at 7, and you live in Bernie or the northwest side, how much time should you plan for?
I would say add at least another 40 minutes to your commute. Yeah. It is a lot, but at least the weather is going to be okay for those folks out in construction. It's going to be hot, so we hope they stay hydrated, but at least the construction, there won't be any rain or anything to get in their way. As we take a look at temperatures and the satellite, I want you to notice that while it's completely sunny around San Antonio and out west toward Del Rio, there are still some areas of patchy fog and clouds. You can see clouds starting to diminish up in the hill country, also near Seguin, Floresville, Gonzales. It's completely cloudy right now, but around San Antonio, nothing but sunshine. And all these clouds are starting to dissipate. So we are going to be left with nothing but sunshine. Full sun equals really high temperatures later on today. It's 70 right now, but we do have visibility down half a mile JBSA Randolph, down to 2 mile visibility and half a mile in New Braunfels, down to mile visibility in Pleasanton. But here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Again, it is just going to get hot very quickly, okay? 85 already at noon. So by noon, we'll be some 13 degrees warmer than we are out there right now. And in the afternoon, 96 for the high. There's not going to be much of a breeze to help us with the heat today. South winds at about 5 miles per hour. And then later on tonight, it's still going to be 86 degrees by 9 p.m. As we take a look at your forecast highs around the KSAT 12 viewing area, I mean, sorry, out to the west, it is going to be way hotter. 104 in Del Rio, 100 Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, 100 Laredo, 98 in Uvalde. But around San Antonio, low to mid 90s. All right, 92 in Bernie, 92 in Bulverde, 92 Seguin, 95 in Pleasanton, 94 in Poteet, 96 in Hondo, 94 in Kerrville, and 94 in Nixon Smiley. I've mentioned that today is an ozone action day. What does that mean? Well, there's a period of time in the afternoon from about 2 to 6 p.m. when the air quality could become unhealthy for those who are sensitive to ozone. And that's a big maybe. The air quality still might be okay, but it's something that if you are sensitive to ozone, you should be aware of. It basically a good day to carpool to reduce pollution outside. And if you're going to do some yard work, mowing the lawn with a gas mower, it might be good to do that right now instead of later on this afternoon. As we take a look at the satellite and radar, we do have a lot of storminess off across the East Coast and through parts of the Gulf states here. But generally across Texas, it's fairly quiet. It's really just going to be a hot day for us in Texas. And even though there's a cool front to our north, it's going to get overwhelmed by this high pressure system, which is currently off the coast of Baja California. This is that dreaded heat high, right? It compresses the air, keeps temperatures hotter, and that's going to be moving right overhead in the next couple of days. So this afternoon, 96 for the high in San Antonio. Tomorrow, it's going to be 94 in San Antonio, but up to 104 in Del Rio. Monday and Tuesday, going to be another hot day. By Tuesday afternoon, we're going to have our hottest temperatures in San Antonio, where we'll be at 97. So while I think we'll technically avoid the triple-digit mark this week in San Antonio, it's going to feel hot anyway because of the higher humidity. It's going to feel closer to 100 degrees. As far as rain goes, we can't squeeze out any humidity in the form of rain, and we've only got a 20% chance Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So plan for the heat. Don't plan for any rain this week. I hope to see our fortunes turn as we head into June, but we'll wait and see about that. We'll, of course, give you updates as needed for the upcoming week as well.
RJ had mentioned plan ahead for traffic, so now we're planning ahead for the weather as well. So we have to keep that sunscreen, that water, all those good things in our bags.
Here. And mosquito spray. The mosquitoes are horrible.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. And Sarah's working on a turtle pond in her front yard today.
Digging a hole.
We want pictures.
Like a 3-foot hole. It's in, you know, San Antonio's like all rock. Once you get like past like, you know, half a foot, it's horrible.
The turtle's name is Harley.
Harley.
Okay, we're gonna have a picture of Harley coming up in a bit, so we hope you'll stick around for that.
Thanks, Sarah. It's 8:51 and 72 degrees.
Coming up after the break, summer vacation means road trips. Before pulling out of the driveway, there's a checklist you should complete. It could help you have a smooth ride to your destination and keep money in your pocket.
School will be out before you know it, and a lot of families, that means road trips.
But before you go 12 on your sides, Marilyn Moritz has your checklist to help you avoid unexpected bumps along the way.
Before you load up the family SUV and hit the road, there are some things to do.
Inspect all 4 of your tires to check for any cuts or cracks or blisters or any damage from hitting a pothole or a curb.
Next, check your tire pressure and adjust it to the number listed on the driver's door jamb. That will make sure your tires are safer, last longer, and make that $3 plus gas take you farther.
You can make your car more fuel efficient by reducing aerodynamic drag. You can take off your bike rack and your roof rack if you're not using them. And don't hate me, but if you just stick to the speed limit, you'll also save on fuel.
Tests show you lose about 6 miles a gallon when you drive 75 instead of 65 miles an hour. And when it's time to fill up the tank,
While many gas stations will offer you a lower price if you pay in cash, a credit card with cashback rewards may actually be a better deal, especially if you're paying more for gas than you normally would in a month.
And if you run into mechanical trouble or have a flat, paying out of pocket for a tow can get pricey. It pays to look into a roadside assistance plan like AAA or Good Sam before you go, or you may already be covered by your car insurance or credit card at no extra cost to you. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Marilyn. It's 8:56, 72 degrees. Taking another live look outside at Meals on Wheels Beat the Heat distribution event, where they are giving clients cooling kits, fans, and more.
Yeah, this is an annual event, so this is just something additional resources for our community. It's going to get hot this summer, so this is just perfect timing. And an introduction, this is what's happening right now outside.
Yeah, you can see the cars already pulling up. Hopefully, we'll have a successful morning. We'll be right back.